Have you ever wondered how ethical hackers manage to keep our digital world safe? Welcome to the captivating realm of ethical hacking, a crucial element in the world of cybersecurity. Ethical hacking, also known as white hat hacking, is essentially hacking, but with a protective purpose. These digital knights use their skills and tools not to create chaos, but to prevent it. They infiltrate systems and networks, similar to their malicious counterparts, the black hat hackers, but their ultimate aim is to identify vulnerabilities and fix them before they can be exploited. In a world increasingly dependent on digital platforms, ethical hackers are the unsung heroes, the gatekeepers of our data. They ensure that our personal information, financial transactions, and sensitive data remain secure against a constant barrage of cyber threats. One of the tools ethical hackers use to safeguard our data is the honeypod. Does it sound intriguing? Let's dive in. So, what exactly is a honeypod? It's more than just a buzzword in the cybersecurity world. A honeypod, my friends, is a fascinating concept in the realm of cybersecurity. It's a system designed to mimic critical parts of a network to serve as a juicy, irresistible target for malicious hackers. But here's the twist. It's a trap. A honeypod isn't just a sitting duck. It's an intelligent device, a decoy that lures in these digital predators and then flips the script on them. Think of it like a mousetrap, only instead of cheese, it's filled with fake data. And just like a mousetrap, the honeypod snaps shut the moment a hacker bites. But instead of ending the story there, the honeypod plays a far more valuable role. It captures valuable information about the hacker's methods, tools, and strategies, providing invaluable insights to cybersecurity teams. But why go through all this trouble, you might ask? Why not just bolster our defenses and keep hackers out? Well, that's a great question, and the answer lies in the ever-evolving nature of cyber threats. Cybersecurity isn't just about building higher walls, it's about understanding your enemy, and a honeypod allows us to do just that. By studying the tactics used by malicious hackers, we can develop more effective defenses, anticipate new types of attacks, and even turn the tables on the hackers themselves. It's like a game of chess, where every move provides valuable insight into your opponent's strategy. So honeypods are not just traps, they are a crucial part of a proactive cybersecurity strategy, a way to understand the enemy and stay one step ahead. They are our secret weapon, the hidden guardians of our digital world, constantly learning and adapting to keep our networks safe. Now that we know what a honeypod is, how do ethical hackers use it? Stay tuned. Imagine you're an ethical hacker. You've set up your honeypod. What's next? Well, the first step is letting your honeypod do its job, acting as bait. Picture it as a juicy, irresistible apple waiting for a curious worm. It's designed to attract hackers, luring them away from your real system. While the hackers are busy trying to crack the honeypod, your actual network remains untouched and safe. Once the honeypod has attracted a hacker, it's time for the second step: monitoring. This is where the magic happens. The honeypod acts like a spy in the field, tracking every move the hacker makes. It records their tactics, the tools they use, even the time they spend on their attempts, all while making sure the hacker believes they're making progress. But the honeypod isn't just a silent observer, it's a chameleon, adapting to the hacker's actions. When the hacker tries a new tactic, the honeypod mimics a response, like a system struggling under the attack. But remember, it's all smoke and mirrors. The honeypod remains unharmed, while it continues to gather valuable data. The third step is the analysis of this collected data. After the hacker has left, believing they've either succeeded or failed, you step in. You now have a treasure trove of information about the hacker's methods and tools. It's like having a blueprint of their attack strategy. You can use this to fortify your real system against similar attacks in the future. But here's the catch. Honeypods are not toys. They are powerful tools that require careful handling. It's important to remember that they can be double-edged swords. If not handled properly, they can provide false information, or worse, become a launchpad for attacks on other systems. So make sure to use them responsibly. Keep them isolated from your real network. Monitor them closely and always analyze the data thoroughly. Remember, the goal is not just to trap the hackers, but to learn from them. Honeypods are powerful tools, but like all tools, they must be used responsibly. Ethical hacking and honeypods may seem complex, but remember, they're just tools in the fight against cybercrime. Now that we've delved into the depths of this intricate world, let's summarize our journey. We started by unraveling the intriguing world of ethical hacking. We learned that ethical hacking isn't a cloak and dagger game, but a crucial element in our cybersecurity landscape. Ethical hackers, sometimes called white hat hackers, use their skills to identify vulnerabilities and strengthen systems rather than exploit them. They're the unsung heroes, tirelessly working behind the scenes to keep our digital world safe. Then, we unveiled the mystery of honeypods. These aren't sweet treats, but deceptive traps set up to lure in and monitor hackers. Honeypods serve as cyberbait, mimicking real systems to attract malicious hackers. They're like the spiderwebs of the digital world, catching unsuspecting cyber insects in their sticky threads. We saw honeypods in action, demonstrating their importance in cybersecurity. By attracting potential threats, honeypods allow us to study hacker behavior and tactics, providing invaluable insights. They're like a cyber version of a wildlife documentary, showing us how the predators operate in the wild, helping us to better understand and prevent their attacks. Honeypods and ethical hacking, despite their complexity, play a vital role in our digital society. They serve as our frontline defense against cybercrime, helping to prevent data breaches and protect sensitive information. They're the digital shields and swords in our ongoing battle against cyber threats. So next time you're online, remember the unseen warriors of the digital realm, the ethical hackers and their honeypods. And the next time you hear about a major data breach being prevented, remember, it could be thanks to a honeypod and the ethical hackers who use them.